Hi, Dr. Wang here. I'm going to do a short recording on how to analyze data. We do have data analysis question on exam 1, so this will be a quick summary. I'm going to use COVID-19 as an example. So first, let's examine the connection between vaccine and COVID cases. So COVID cases will be the dependent variable, right? So this is something we can measure, simply daily occurrence of COVID cases. And then vaccine application would be the independent variable. So how many people are basically injected with the vaccine or not. As the use of vaccine increase, we expect to see a decrease in COVID cases. Right. So, or if we say this in another word would be in countries where vaccine hasn't been used, decrease, then we expect to see more cases to occur. So in this case, we can see that the independent variable and dependent variable are changing in the opposite direction. When vaccine increase, COVID case decrease, or when vaccine usage decrease, COVID case increase. So this is suggesting a negative connection. We can say that the use of vaccine is going to prevent COVID from occurring, or it has a negative effect on the occurrence of infection. So this is a demonstration for what is a negative connection. Negative connection is not simply to say there is a decrease in the dependent variable. As the name suggests, connection means the interaction between the two variables. How those two variables change in relation to each other is going to indicate what this connection is. If the changes are the same, positive connection. If the changes are in the opposite direction, then it's a negative connection. All right, so now we can also use this to examine the connection between social gathering and COVID. We have seen this, right? So over the Thanksgiving and New Year's, there are lots of social gathering. We do miss our friend and sometimes we want to see them. So as social gathering increase, we see a spike in COVID cases. And after the new year, the social gathering decreased and we start to see a decrease in COVID cases. So here we can see that there's increase leading to increase or decrease leading to decrease. So this is implying a positive connection. It's going to be lead to or cause. So this is a positive connection. So, and again, positive connection doesn't mean that the dependent variable in a particular experiment always increase, right? So it means simply how the independent variable and the dependent variable changes in relation to each other. If they're changing in the same direction, increase leading to increase, or they are changing or going down, then this is implying a positive connection. Social gathering is going to promote the occurrence of infection. So down here, I have a table that summarizes what I just said. So here, this is simply a table that summarizes connection and evidence. So all you have to do during a data analysis question is to first figure out the trend, right? So is the independent variable increasing or decreasing? Is the dependent variable increasing or decreasing? And after figuring that out, all you have to do is to find the cell. Right? So for example, if your data belongs to this cell, then this is basically suggesting an inhibitory connection between the two. So there's also like a requirement or sufficient evidence in 125. We don't really ask you to understand the difference between these two types of evidence. So all you have to do is to figure out the connection. All right.